Why was it bad?
Like, I just think he got not lazy, but his tendency to overwrite the script.
Really?
Like back to like, it's like Memento. In his earlier films.
You start it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But you what? You're
we
actually
gotta do
recording?
an intro.
Just
Yo, we're back at it. Tenet review.
the second record well. It's just from notes.
Yeah, he's just gonna
For
build on it
notes?
so he sounds like pristine on the
Yeah.
podcast. Fucking
Y'all are gonna
poser.
look like
Okay,
Cleveland.
we're
Oh my.
fine.
I'll send it. I mean,
Let's save it for
it's for everyone's reference.
No, we're just gonna play this. But like, every time you speak, I'm just gonna put
That
edit it
instead.
out.
Oh.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
But that's what I mean. Like, it should be a movie. With all that dialogue, you
HBO
still didn't get the.
miniseries.
You didn't sit with the concept enough, like what you said.
Oh. Yeah. Right.
What do you think? What's your take?
It's almost necessary for him to include all that information, but it wasn't enough to really sit with it. Like how Inception, you got it.
Right.
Interstellar, you get it.
Yes.
But here, there's too many applications of it before letting you sit with it.
Right. And it doesn't give you a simple.
Yeah.
It doesn't let you like there should be the phase should be like this. It should be, here's the concept, and you go and they go, here's how it should work, and you go and you go, oh, because it should work like this and work like this, and then you think, so this should happen, and that should happen.
Yeah.
At least just the first time, just so I know kind of I orient my brain, and if not it has something like that, and it's slightly different to the way it actually is, whatever the rules are, you gotta cue me in. And that's how you calibrate. That has happened once, and it never happened. It was just like they were already fighting, because it was like the future is already in the past. My present is the future. Kiss my ass.
I think it's gonna be interesting rewatching this movie and then listening to this and be like, oh, I completely disagree with myself right now at this moment.
Right. Because it's
Did I
like
just kill an animal?
But it's more
feel
like
like
I don't know.
something
It's reasonable
to
if you understand why it didn't come across the first time, and it's because they never gave you. It was like it was already happening. Like the future's already present.
Yeah.
And so they're like, that's just how it is. And when you watch it
But
again,
Travis Scott.
where was he
But
other
I'm
than the
pretty
credits?
Sure he had, when he was going on the fire truck, the beat starts before he actually sings.
Dude, that was the same with like Black Panther.
Yeah.
And it was like,
because they would take you out.
I was like, where's Kendrick? the whole thing. I was like, where's Kendrick?
They're just the credit song.
Yeah, the wardrobe was sick. That's I gotta say, the wardrobe department.
Yeah. The wardrobe
It
was
was,
sick.
It's interesting. It shows a lot of growth from his first concept of this thing where you're going backwards in time, but you're still like aware of it with Memento. Yeah, because that's like I can see his root concept there, and then that was like 2001, and so after that, Inception kind of.
I never saw Memento.
You should if you want to, you should watch it. It's pretty. It's interesting because that's like the base structure of having the timeline play in real time, but then it plays it in reverse, and then the end of the movie is when they meet.
Oh.
Essentially, what he did with this movie, but
climax.
It's like way more convoluted.
Yeah.
Because in Memento it's just one character, and you just follow the one character the whole time.
Right. And that's the thing is, like, that war scene, like, I didn't understand it still. Like, and then it went, like, to 1 million.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, there was points where, like, what are they shooting at?
Yeah. I was like, who are they?
I was like, I was like, why are they here?
I was like,
who
are
knows
they
about
fighting each other?
Yeah, me too.
I was like,
first,
that'd be
but then
pretty
I was
like.
That doesn't make sense why you would shoot each other.
What was? Who was there? Was it the Russian?
It's
like.
Just
it's time.
It's that guy's team, I guess.
Yeah,
okay.
They're shooting time.
I don't even know. Yeah, it's so dumb. Like, I guess it sounds like he ran out of money. Like, it looks like he ran out of time and money.
He ran out of
because
time.
everything's good. Like the concept's good,
no time.
and it takes everything that he's always put in his films. Like, to like this is why he's so proud of it, because it's like I finally found like everything that put it all together, in terms of like Inception, Interstellar,
right,
Memento, Dunkirk, even.
I agree.
With like the
war. The war shit.
Because that was his first war movie, so then he applied it here.
Yeah.
With like all the bigger.
And if concepts. You see Stalker, there's influence. I'm telling you.
With was that the Russian?
Yeah, because Stalker's a Russian film.
Oh, speaking of Russian,
and it had a lot of concepts with like these weird.
Kenneth Branagh. He's also a director.
I don't know that.
He directed the first Thor, but he's the villain of this movie.
He's a director.
Really good Russian accent.
Dude, who's the old? That's his name.
Yeah,
he's not even Russian.
Yeah.
That guy's got
he's not Russian.
Cold eyes.
Yeah.
He's the guy in the Murder on the Orient Express.
Man.
With the mustache.
But he's a scary man.
Yeah.
Scary man. I don't like scary men.
He's too scary.
But you see, like, once...
Nico, my cousin.
Once you get, like,
Nico,
what's going on with, like, the whole reverse thing, it's like, oh, so, like, every moment that it happened, you can, like, pinpoint it right away rather than, like, it being revealed. Like, her diving off the board. When they, like, go back to the yacht, I'm like, okay, it's her that she saw, so, like, all this hatred's kind of built on her
own self, yeah.
And then, like, when they go, like, oh, we need to go back to the... I don't know what the thing is called, time capsule.
Yeah.
But we need to find another one. And then, like, okay, we're going back to the art thing. I'm like, oh, so that was themselves. Or just him, actually.
Right.
So then, like, you pinpoint it right away, so it kind of takes you out of the movie, but then you're like, okay, we're going to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
Like when the Avengers went back, except it's just, like, the whole movie.
I felt that was more fun.
Yeah, the Avengers going back, yeah.
This movie tried to be like what the second half of Back to the Future 2 was, with more like spectacle and action.
Okay.
But Back to the Future 2 did the best.
What do you mean?
If you recall Back to the Future 2, they go back to the previous events of the first movie. They get to see it from a different perspective. Yeah, but yeah, it was cool.
The layered... Dang, that's the thing. Back to the Future... I never got the rules to that really thoroughly.
It's the most simple one because you just go back.
Yeah, you just go back and then you see what happens.
Well, this one is different. And in Endgame, it's like more like you got to think about it.
Yeah.
Type of situation. Like you can't simply just go back to the past and steal the gauntlet.
Right.
Whatever. It's like this whole parallel Earth thing.
But that's the thing. They set their rules.
Yeah.
And I think that like Nolan, when he does these, are like he gets with like whatever scientist.
Like he'll try to explain the rules with like Michael Caine, but no, we're just distracted because it's Michael Caine.
Yeah, I literally laughed right when he came on screen. I don't know if you heard me.
Did you notice he said thanks, Michael, like as if he was talking to Michael Caine?
It's Sir Michael.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Self-aware.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he uses Michael Caine the way Christian Tarantino. No, Christopher. No, what's that guy's name? Tarantino.
Martin Stewart.
Martin
Stewart. let me say that. Cut this.
Martin Stewart, bro.
What's the name? Yeah, Christopher Nolan uses Michael Caine the way Quentin Tarantino uses feet.
Oh god. Oh wow. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like someone.
That's an
I was
analogy.
like, who's Quentin Tarantino's like recurring actor or
it's
actress?
Feet.
And then you're like feet.
God.
Yeah, there you go.
It's true.
Put down your notes.
It's like almost there. Tenet's almost there.
Yeah.
You know what they didn't explain is how they saved the dude from the car crash. Like I don't understand how he lived.
Yeah, they kind of explained it like, well, I guess like 15 minutes ago, because like the girl was explaining all that stuff. She was like, if you're on fire, the hypothermia.
Yeah, but how did they get the?
How was he okay?
How did they know he was gonna?
Did other people go back in time?
Neil was already like part. I think.
So he knew that his friend was gonna.
I don't know actually.
That was just like, oh shit. He was like
every time he dies, it's like, oh, Neil comes and saves him.
Yeah.
But I think that might be because he's also.
Oh, he's gonna go back and do the saving.
That's the takeaway.
Like he's actually moving backwards, and the main guy's going forward. So Neil already knows that. He's
So you can see him. If you watch it again, you'll see throughout. Neil's there. Yeah. Neil knows. Yeah. Neil.
Because
that's why
during
I know you like.
I'm watching you.
He said Diet Coke in the beginning.
Shawn, that's expert.
It's analysis. Like, how did you know that? You've really done your research. It's like, well, that's my field.
Why does he never tell him though? He's just like, well, I don't know. I may have changed it.
It's all about what did he say? It's called. You're not lying. It's
suppressing.
Suppression. He's suppressing.
He's like, that's our industry.
Because
that just proves to me that he's
that's
the
what
best
we
character.
do.
Neil is the main character of this movie.
Honestly,
he's the protagonist.
He's the
Well, no, the other guy is the head, but Neil is just
what's the
working
protagonist?
for him.
No, but that's why that line exists.
ENF.
Where it's like,
ENFJ. Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
AKA
Neil, clearly
Batman.
an ENFJ.
But that's why that line exists, where it's like, you're not the only protagonist. Like it's like.
I thought they were talking about me.
But we don't we don't think about movies from end to beginning. We think about them that way. If we thought about it at the beginning, he would be the protagonist. I bet.
I don't think this is a good movie, but it's a good story. Like, in its whole universe, with Neil actually coming from the future, like the bigger story is good.
Right.
It's just not a good movie.
I think your opinion's gonna change.
Well, because if you watch it again, you'll realize. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a good movie, but the
you just changed it.
It's there's a better story. There's a better universe that Christopher Nolan's writing, and it'd be a cool show, or it'd be a really good book. But
I think it'd be a good book.
Yeah. It's like it's like when the book, or it's like when the movie makes a really bad rendition of the book.
Well, yeah, it simplifies all of it.
Yet.
I think it would be a good book, but because it's on film, it's cooler because you get to see those techniques. Like, how'd they film this? You know?
Yeah. It's just they simplify it to what they can fit in a film.
But what I'm attracted to in the book is the bigger concept of like the whole story of like Neil and what's the fucking main character's name?
I don't know.
They never say his name.
Actually,
we have his name. It's the protagonist.
Wait, I feel as if they did, but we as an audience just care more about Neil.
Wait, do they say his name?
Yeah, it's
give me a second.
Denzel Washington. That's his name.
Holy shit, what's his name?
I think they don't say his name. They do. They say he's the protagonist. Remember, they never really.
Maybe there's a reason.
Yeah. Holy shit. Well, that sucks.
He is kind of nameless.
So like him and his whole story of recruiting Neil in the future, and then this whole thing playing in reverse at the same time, like how Memento plays out.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wait,
his name is Tenet,
you can't
probably.
make that in like one movie, so like I would say the book would be better.
A tenant is one who has the occupation or temporary possession of lands or tenements of another
you spelled tenant wrong.
Specificity.
That's spelled tenant.
One who rents or leases a dwelling.
His name is literally the protagonist.
That's what it is.
Yeah, they don't say his name.
That's on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'm the protagonist.
A tenant.
There's a little meta commentary in there.
Yeah. Neil, Cat. Why are these names so simple?
That was definitely a good movie, though.
You said it wasn't good.
Because I know he can do better.
Oh, what's the deal with Mahir?
Mahir?
Mahir was the Middle Eastern guy.
That guy was in Yesterday.
Standards.
Yeah, that's where he was from.
Okay, I was like,
We
why
saw.
does he look
No wonder.
so familiar?
We saw that.
Beard again.
He just was so funny how he was just in it. He was just
I wish he was in it more.
He's always just the guy.
It felt, dude, all the dialogue felt rushed. There was no like.
Well, like it felt like
because it's so compact. That's why it shouldn't.
It's like the past, the future's already in the present, and they already have to get it going.
How did you guys feel about the audio? Because I heard reviewers say that the audio was kind of messed up. I didn't really feel that.
No, like my friend said, they didn't understand what was happening because they couldn't hear what they were saying. Like they couldn't.
Oh. Yeah. No, I mean there are times where I became self-conscious of like I know I feel like that's just because I know how films are made. I'm like I know they input some audio there. Like that's not the right thing.
ADR.
Like with the boat.
In terms of like dialogue.
All the boat sounds were fake. It was like so like I don't know.
They were
that's all I can
about,
think
the
of.
actual dialogue.
No,
I
know.
just couldn't understand them.
I know, but if I was gonna say it.
The boat sounds didn't seem fake to me. It was just that it was loud. But I understood it, but I can see why people would think it's overly loud.
Yeah, not really loud. Just like I know they put in some sound there.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's just because I've seen it happen.
You know, it's someone pressing a button.
And I know that's what you have to do.
When you said to me in the beginning of this movie, it's like a mixture of Inception and Interstellar.
I said that?
Yeah, I think so.
Or did you say that?
No, you did.
No, I said that.
Did you?
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you just both said it.
No, I didn't say it.
Yeah, I said it to him.
Because I'm not really big into Nolan. I like Inception.
I'm only big into Nolan because I had to write an essay on him.
Yeah.
Don't like make me sound like a Nolan, like I'm sucking his dick.
You a Nolan head?
Dude, yeah, Shawn's a Nolan dick writer.
But I guess I am now because I wrote the essay.
Yeah.
Is that how it starts?
That's how it starts. You start writing about it.
Because I did watch like everything, like the Dark Knight trilogy.
was just good.
Like that opening scene, it's like literally the Dark Knight opening scene.
Yeah.
With the whole.
Oh yeah.
The bomb scene, or like that.
This was like such a Nolan, but that's the thing is like he didn't innovate on himself at all. He just did what he.
That's what I'm saying.
He brought it all together.
It's like not original. It's not unique from like what he already does.
Right. It's just
and
his
it's
thing.
like lazily the way he did it. Like
yes.
Inception was way better the way they like processed the information and let you sit with it, and then the dialogue was. I mean, they're better actors in Inception, but
arguably.
I remember people were theorizing that this was a secret Inception sequel. I was like, that would have been sick. But
yeah.
That's why I was like, it's a good movie, but I know he could have done better because he just did what he was already good at. Like he didn't.
Exactly.
Like,
all his favorite rhetorical devices. Yeah. He found a concept that let him do that. That's all it was.
Yeah. It's like when you submit the same assignment like 5 times.
Yeah. Because they take the same class. He basically just made the same movie.
Yeah. He pretty much made the same movie that he's done. Yeah. And then it didn't increase, and it just plateaued.
Right.
Already from
I'm hearing a lot of people are really tired of him messing with time.
Yeah. It's like,
but
I get it.
If he had,
you think about the 4th dimension, bro.
I think if he
good for you.
I mean, yeah, I think it's just a lot. He built it up a lot though, but it fell short.
Do you see sequel
probably
potential?
But that's the thing, it's like you can tell like that's
you can tell he's aiming high.
It's like his ego.
You dropped your mask.
Did I really? Fuck.
Yo.
Well, you can tell it's his ego. Because it's like he just thinks he's got it.
Yeah.
And he's like hyping it up.
But he does get it. He just doesn't know how to like
it's just
put it all with a budget and within a movie.
It's like
decent movie length.
He's good at doing it well. It's like, but you still have to do the fundamental things of the audience hasn't seen this. I still have to humble myself to the audience. You can't just be like, I'm gonna do what I always do.
You have to
and
have
it's fucking great.
General audience.
Perspective
in mind.
Yeah, you gotta know people are still coming into this like as a new movie.
The story's bigger than the film medium.
You got me the first time because you didn't make me work harder. You knew where to meet me. Now you just think I'm gonna meet you.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's ego.
Yeah.
And it's like it's still annoying to think about.
Overall, I thought it was pretty good actually.
I thought it was pretty good. It was a good movie.
Good.
I'll give it like an 8.
I'd give it a
6.5.
You suck.
I'll give it a 7.
No, you gotta give
What's
it
an
higher
average?
because this shares the same theater as fucking Sonic. You have to give it an 8. Like the concept and writing behind it is like. Of course, he can't execute it to like perfection, but it's definitely like.
Jason, you gotta go higher than that. Sonic the Hedgehog cannot go down in history as the second highest grossing movie of 2020.
That's why like. Yeah, that's why like it sounds like I don't like the movie. I really like the movie. It's
I like the movie too.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite Nolan film.
Right. I don't feel consoled though. I don't feel consolation, and I don't feel. Thing is, I kind of feel like in limbo. Like I don't feel satisfied.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I'm running with the concept. I don't feel I'm like thinking about it and like thinking about how it works and all this stuff. It's just like I just kind of feel like that was a lot.
Yeah.
You don't feel as if you got a munificent amount of pleasure throughout this movie?
Yeah. Although I thought it was cool. I like the cinematography.
Everything just felt rushed.
I like the cinematography. I like the concept.
Yeah, because this movie itself was 2 hours 30 minutes, and Shawn was saying it should have been like a miniseries or a show.
It should have been a show.
It definitely felt shorter than that.
It lets you sit on like the concept a bit more. You can develop Neil's character and the protagonist.
I'll give it that.
Even the Indian lady. Like, I'm so interested in her like seat of power and like, like what was her role?
Right.
Because it's like so she's the connection to the arms dealer and like there's just a lot.
And why is she trying to kill? Why is she trying to kill the woman?
Does it well.
I don't know why she's trying to kill the wife. Why did she want to kill the wife?
Yeah. She knows too much.
The wife knows too much? About what? Are you just saying that?
No, things can go back in time and all that jazz. Like,
she knows too much about what?
Tenet.
Because like the whole movie was based on.
But she died. The Indian woman died.
Huh? The whole movie was based on preventing World War III, but like they don't even.
But then it became about.
The world. The aspect of World War III is hindered on that, technology / device or whatever.
Oh, right, because they were seeing all the future war objects. That's why, right?
Because they explained it as a way that like this Tenet thing is a mixture of like radiology or whatever that science lady said.
It's like not quantum. What is it? It's the radiation.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
But then they never use it.
Yeah. Well, that's what's weird. It's like I feel like I never got to the bottom of it.
World War III.
And
the
bottom
never
reason.
Use, like any of the radiation reverse, because it's always they're in the world's in reverse, not the object. Like they never use reverse objects in the real time, because they were always real time in reverse.
Oh. Well, I
like
actually. Yeah.
I don't even know what you mean.
There's plane A and plane B. B is reverse. Plane A is in real time. When objects go from B to A, that's when he can do the bullets. Like I can
pull it out.
Red, blue.
Yeah, but then they never do it because they're always in plane B.
The
whole beginning was like, whoa, this bullet went in reverse. Let me shoot it.
Right.
Let me.
They never used that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I like the way.
And that was the whole trailer of like the movie.
It's like we're gonna be in real time, but using objects moving in reverse time.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was gonna be.
I see.
I like the way
they even do it in the opening scene with like.
The shooting.
Yeah.
When
I need to revisit the opening scene.
Robert Pattinson explained it when he's like falling asleep. He was like, yeah, the Russians seem to think it's this one way, but they're wrong. The actual way is the grandfather paradox is going to happen, but they think that through their ways they're going to get it right.
Right, they think they're going to
end up messing up the whole entire world.
Right. But their idea was that they wanted to remove everything because in the future the seas overrun and the rivers run dry.
Yeah.
So just like they can't sustain. It's like global warming. We fucked up global warming.
Yeah, so they're going to kill us.
So they're going to kill everyone so we can restart and not do global warming. That was like the idea. Was it not?
I think so.
I suppose.
Because he died.
Yeah. I don't know who benefits there. I don't know the whole entropy in time. Like past.
The end was like, we're going to stop World War III. I think, this is my theory, I think that they thought we got to stop World War III because all the objects we're getting that go in reverse are like war items.
Yeah.
But that was just because he's a guns dealer.
Radiation, yeah.
And so it had all the radiation. But really, he was trying to communicate with the future to undo everything so they could restart that timeline.
Can you explain the end to me when there's the three of them?
Of who?
Standing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they were like not supposed to tell anyone.
Yeah, and he was afraid that they would like do some sketchy thing, like sus.
Because what they pulled out was the algorithm, essentially, or like that was the piece to the nuclear bomb, pretty much. That would end the world. So they split it up, and then that's why the protagonist has that piece, and then he finds it.
And that's why he's trying to dump in the thing.
Yeah.
From that case.
Yeah. The whole time he has it throughout the movie, or he's like, that's what he's like looking for. He's like, I've never seen this, but it's actually him in reverse.
Right.
Like putting it. Yeah.
Acting wise, I thought.
And then that's why Neil already knows like that is what they're looking for.
Right, he knows.
Yeah. Did you think those two had really good chemistry together? Because I thought so.
Neil, yeah.
Neil and the protagonist.
Yeah.
It's hilarious that we can just call him the protagonist. It's just Christian.
Yeah, just name the character Christian.
I keep thinking Neil's his last name, and like Robert is still his first name. Robert Neil.
Robert Neil.
I just kept thinking like every time he's on screen, it's Robert.
Robert Neil Jr. or something.
He was so Batman, like Bruce Wayne down to a T. Every time he's like, especially that art gallery.
Is he playing? Does he play Bruce Wayne?
Yeah,
in the
new Batman.
In the new Batman.
It's not out yet though.
Yeah, but it got me excited. Like
I see. You were thinking about
it? I definitely, yeah. I'm glad he's not Edward.
Did you guys laugh when they kept saying like something Twilights? And I was like,
yeah,
because of Robert Pattinson. I didn't even make that connection.
I didn't realize either.
Like the very first time they said that, I was like,
it was just
what say, like, there's no friends in Twilight.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
And they say.
Oh no, there's something Twilight that there's no friends at dusk.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Which I don't even. I need to.
Just code.
It was code for something.
It was like
even in the beginning, I don't understand why he got caught. He got thrown to that specific lab where he got to see the thing, and then it was just because he sacrificed himself.
Oh no!
No, they were looking for the
when he
weapons.
swallowed the pill that proved to them that he's not going to tattletale on his own teammates, so that they could trust him with this.
This top secret situation. Because it's CIA.
Because I was confused too, and then I was like, oh.
I wonder what the coolest thing the CIA actually work with in real life. My uncle is high up in the CIA.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he the protagonist?
Maybe. He's
Are
not
you,
black.
Classified to give us that information?
I don't think so.
Speak.
Shit.
Creek.
Speak now. Shit's creek, dude. It'll happen to you.
Yeah.
You don't know.
That opening scene with the opera though.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
That reminded me of like a Battlefield.
Cause like one of them was
And why
actually
did
a
it
time
correlate?
traveler. Cause like don't kill these innocent people. Was that him?
Yeah.
That
That
was
was him.
Neil.
Oh, that was Neil trying to.
Because
Oh.
of the backpack.
Wait, say that
Yeah.
again?
The
Neil was in
backpack.
the beginning trying to stop him from blowing up.
Yo.
Wow.
And he's like, wait, he's not one. He was not one.
I
of
was
us.
wondering. I was like, wait, where have I seen that backpack? Because I don't remember where, but it was the beginning.
Yeah. And then yeah. But that operation is what got him captured. Or
Neil?
something?
Neil?
No, the protagonist. Like, how did he get caught?
Oh yeah, he got caught.
Because he brought the wrong person or something? Or
Yeah, they shot the guy he was saving, and he's like, and they're like, I
Wait,
think
he
went
got in the wrong van.
car. Yeah.
oh, he went in the wrong
Yeah,
car.
that's what it was.
But then the guy gave him the
Who were
thing.
they trying to save? Some like guy, right? And then
Yeah, it's just some like guy, diplomat or something. But no, you bring up an excellent point with Neil, like just knowing the whole entire movie. So that clearly like
That's why like a rewatch is good because you just
Yeah.
watch it from Neil. Now.
like
You'd realize,
what was
yeah.
once a negative, like why does he keep getting saved? Oh, no.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he keeps assuming. Yeah. Again.
Oh, by the way, spoilers.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Like 10 minutes late.
Yeah, and then yeah.
Yeah, and then yeah.
That whole scene with the gate and the bomb. It was
The gate?
yeah.
Okay.
Like they're trying to open the gate, but then Neil's the one who opens it. But
Oh.
then he gets shot in the face.
Oh,
Neil gets shot in the face.
Yeah, that's when he dies.
yeah, because at first I thought that was
Him.
the other guy,
Yeah,
Aaron
exactly.
Taylor Johnson's character.
The third guy.
Yeah,
And yeah. I thought it was him at first, like the
yeah, I thought it was
protagonist.
him too.
I did too.
And I was like, yeah, I didn't catch on the backpack motif.
But the guy with him, the guy who walked in with him, he got shot in the
okay.
face. That was the third guy.
No, Neil got shot in the face.
I thought Neil was on the inside of the thing.
Yeah, he got shot in the face.
But remember
opening
before,
the door.
remember when the
Or
two
he got
guys, there were
shot.
two guys who came in though,
Yeah.
on the other
What's
side.
his name? You just said his name.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
He got
Yeah.
shot too.
No, he didn't get shot.
He got shot before, remember? He was the first one to get shot. And then he was on the ground.
Yeah, he got shot like it
in the
was.
I
He
thought it
got
was in
shot in Avengers.
I thought it was the face.
But yeah, Neil's the one that picklocks because he's the locksmith.
Yeah, and then he gets up and gets in front of the bullet. And,
Yeah.
right, he's like, I'm the only one who can pick that lock that fast.
So he has to go back.
And Neil could
Because
see all that.
that's where it's like, oh, it becomes a loop. Like, you have to go do what you just did again.
Right.
Because you have to keep...
You have to keep suppressing.
You have to keep saving the world over and over again for that moment. So like, that's
Right.
where I kind of get confused. It's like, well, yeah.
I feel like it's just that though. They just
Just
have to
once.
they just have to keep going through and doing it. And it's like that's the thing where they start talking about like, well, what if you did in the future? If you can you change or
Oh,
do
so-
something else?
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
can you do what you didn't do?
But then it just makes sense where Neil's like, what's happened. So really, it only happened once.
Yeah, right. It does,
Yeah.
because it's just they're all in. It's like, and I think that's how they avoided it in Interstellar or something. They avoided the concept of time because it's really they're just going in time, but they're just
with
they're,
the planets.
Like
right.
when
Their
in
strand
Interstellar,
goes
they go
straight.
through the
It
black
just bounces
hole.
around.
I actually really like how Interstellar
When it
explained
ends,
the
it
fourth
ends.
dimensional stuff.
I like this. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
In Interstellar, where they actually
He
Anne
gets in this
Hathaway
hole.
sees
Yeah, that was cool.
herself, and he sees
They're-
himself on
they're-
their thing.
They thought they were
Matt,
like
what's his name?
aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's communicating.
They saw the other
That seemed weird though.
astronauts. Because that was just time being on the same.
Right. That part.
I
That
like
part.
that this movie was made though, because it's just so gonzo and like weird.
Yeah.
Think like it's very rare for an original like movie with this big of a budget to happen.
Right. The thing is, that's the thing is like, was it original?
Yeah,
Well,
It's just
a
Nolan.
Nolan
it's
original.
original
Nolan.
to
You know
people,
what I mean? Like, yeah.
but not to him.
Right.
Which is good.
Okay,
It
okay.
just he just has a good standard. Then.
Yeah.
But like to me, Nolan is like the modern day Spielberg in the sense that he can draw out this big of like a
Oh,
audience,
like a turnout based on an idea he has.
well per se audience. You know, we're
Yeah.
Indy's trying.
Yeah. For him.
You know.
Did y'all saw Donnie Darko, right?
Yeah.
Am I the only one who felt like that was underwhelming?
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
But I did dig it.
I thought it was cool, but I
Yeah,
was like,
but,
what's
like,
the hype? Why is
Dude,
it
are
so
you shitting
big?
on a classic film that I studied in class?
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Jake Gyllenhaal is an American
Jake
cinematic
Gyllenhaal.
classic, true-blooded American protagonist.
You're right. Jake Gyllenhaal is the true protagonist.
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. I like Nightcrawler a lot.
I like Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Maggie
Nightcrawler, like from
Gyllenhaal.
X-Men?
No, Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler?
The movie where
Soccer?
Yeah, where he jumps.
No. he's like a film. He like there's something
yeah,
off.
I know what
We know you.
Okay.
Martin Stewart. Steve Martin.
Steve Martin, I said. That's
That's
so
what it is,
funny.
Steve Martin.
That's fucking
I'm
hilarious.
just tugging your foreskin, brother.
Yeah, I feel it.
Wait, what?
Someone else is like, sir.
That'd be funny if there's someone in that car the entire time.
They just get out. It's like, my children is in this car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it was
man,
a good
my
film
throat.
though.